Hello, this is Robin. I want to welcome everyone who takes time out of their day to watch the video. This is going to be a keeping it real video. A couple friends of mine had asked me to do a keeping it real video on this subject, and after I got to thinking about it, the subject they both wanted me to talk about is kind of similar, just only the one has a little bit of a twist to it. So I figured I might as well do it together. I will point out the difference in the one as I go along. Again, I'm no psychiatrist, psychologist, counselor of any kind, no doctor. These are my views, only my views. If you agree, that's fine, and if you disagree, that's fine too. A biggest part of this video is going to be wanting your feedback, if you feel up to giving it, in the comment box below. If you watched the whole video, the two of my friends that had asked me to do the video, that was one reason why they wanted me to do it, is to get your feedback. If any of you are going through anything like this or know someone, maybe you can give them some advice. Now, I'm not going to name no names, but okay, if you have a mom and dad, you're both are equally responsible for the child. If you made the child, it's not the child's fault. If the child was brought into this world, you are the one that needs to be responsible and take care of the child. Okay, the one thing I want to talk about is if you have a baby, or it doesn't matter what age of the child, and you break up, whether you're married or you were just living together or whatever, like a relationship, if one of you go your own way, why would you stop the other one from seeing the baby, the child? If there's no abuse involved, no neglect, they ain't on drugs, they don't drink, they're not laying around in a bad environment, why would you stop the other from seeing the child? Listen, there are too many parents out there today that wants nothing to do with their children. I could not imagine ever not being in my children's life. I don't care how old they are, and my grandchildren. I don't get it. If you don't like the situation because they broke up with you or you broke up with them, you cannot use the child as a go-between. That's not fair to the child. That's not. And what kind of parent are you to do such a thing? There's too many parents out there that want nothing to do with their kids. Again, if there's no abuse, no neglect, if they're not living in a bad environment, if it's just that you're angry, get over it. You're only hurting the child in the long run. And this one that I'm talking about, as far as I know, they're not even with nobody. They broke up, and it's the dad. For whatever reason, I don't know the details, and I don't want to know. But it doesn't matter. Again, if the situation is a good situation, that child needs to know that father. And the mother, if just doing this out of anger, out of being disrespectful, it's, once that child grows up, they're not going to be little forever. And they're going to start knowing and learning and understanding. And if you don't explain to them what happened when they were younger, somebody else is going to. Either way, you may say, oh, no, yes, believe me, things have a way of getting back to certain people that you may not want them to get back to. You never know who's looking. You never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. So get a grip. Let me tell you something. If there's a man that doesn't want me, I will be god darn if I'm going to crawl back or use my child to get him back. But if they are a loving, respectful father, you damn straight they're going to get to see their children. It's not the kids' fault for whatever you're going through. And it's very ignorant, childish, immature for you to use that child against that situation. Okay, now, the other situation is the mom and dad broke up. There's a little boy, and the guy found a very nice woman, and the mother of the child said, you're with her, you're not seeing him. You're not coming over to visit, you're not getting none of your stuff, you're not seeing him at all. Again, why would you do that? You have a father that is a loving father, a respectful father. He's not in a bad situation whatsoever that's going to bring harm to the child. There's no alcohol, there's no drugs, and you are not allowing him to see that little boy. What is wrong with you people today? Do you not have no self-esteem? I'm telling you, I will not ever chase a man. I've never chased a man in my life. I've never used my kids. You know, well, if you don't come back to me, you're not going to see them. What's wrong with you? There's enough bad parents out there to make up for half of the world probably. You know? Be a mother like you made yourself become when you had the baby. It's not the baby's fault. It's no child's fault what goes on between the mom and the dad, whether you're married or in a relationship and you break up. If they find somebody else that is not going to hurt that child, let it go. Let it go. Leave your feedback, please. Leave your feedback in the comment box. Maybe, you know, you will have some other advice that would help these situations. Again, I don't make these videos to hurt anybody or be disrespectful, but there's so much going on in this world today. If you have a loving mom and dad, please try to work something out and parent the child together. Now, if they're with somebody else that's going to cause havoc and trouble, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, because you're already going through some things that you don't need any extra. I get it. But if you don't agree with the person your other partner's with, try to work it out. Be an adult, you know? You were an adult when you decided whether you were a child or not. Once you become a father or a mother, you're an adult. You already chose that once you had that baby. Whether, I don't care if you're 16, if you chose to open your legs, whether it be the man or the woman, and you had a baby, you need to be responsible for that baby. And you need to let the other half see them and help raise them. You know? You don't want them coming back to you later on and saying, Mom, why'd you keep my dad from me? Or Dad, why'd you keep my mom from me? And don't lie about it. Don't tell the child, oh, he don't love you no more. He don't want to see you no more. Especially if that's not the truth. And you don't tell a child something like that anyway. I don't get it. I do not understand why people will not allow the mothers and fathers that love their children to see them. There's too many children out there that don't have a mom and dad that will see them and spend time with them and support them. I don't get it. I just wanted to touch, do a Keeping It Real video. If I said anything to offend anybody, I'm not going to apologize, because it's the truth. It's the truth. A lot of us need to look on our own back door before we complain and boo-hoo about other people's lives. And you don't know what goes on. You know what I mean? You only know maybe what you see or what other people's telling you. You can't go by that. You know what I mean? But please, if you are a mother or a father and you are in a breakup and you're using that child against the other, threatening them, you ain't gonna see them if you don't come back, or if you don't leave her, you'll never see your son again or your daughter or whatever. It's not right. It's not right. And if you pray, if you're a praying person, ask God to help you. Ask Him to guide you and make the right decision, because that isn't the right decision. It's not. Okay, I'm done. Again, leave your feedback in your comments, and I will read them. And I have an email and an address under every video. If you would like to talk about this and not put it in the comment box, I get it. I understand. leave it in an email or send me a letter in my PO box. I will respond to you. I promise. I will respond. All right. The two friends that asked me to do this, I hope that I touched both subjects. One thing I will say, the one friend left the guy because the woman wouldn't let him see his little boy, and she didn't want in that drama, and she was talking nasty about the other woman and saying all kind of things about her and calling her names and causing trouble and stuff. It's not right. If they don't want you, let them go. Let them go. It doesn't make sense to crawl after them and use the child in the long run. So there he loves the new woman and she loves him, and they want to make a relationship together, and she don't want to be responsible or feel responsible for stopping him from seeing his child because of the, I won't say the word, but because of the immature mother. Okay, so she broke up. She broke up with him so he could be able to see his child, and that's not right. That's not right. I mean, it's very selfless that she did that, but I'm saying it's not right for them not to be able to maybe have a relationship because of the ex. You know, it's not right. Okay, if you like this kind of video, click the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Leave a comment. Leave your feedback. I love reading it, and I'm sure my two friends would too. Have a good day until we talk again. Bye.